everybody, welcome to the Comic Gear Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I am here to talk about the leader of the Avengers. Now, I posted up a poll, I believe yesterday, and clearly people are on the same page with me. Now, it's a conversation that started coming up, obviously. Marvel hadn't announced an Avengers movie, they announced two. So clearly there's going to be a team, and there will have to be a leader. Now, there are three candidates that it seems like the MCU were shutting out. Four. There are four candidates the MCU were setting up to be the leaders, but you never know how things are going to turn out. And the four candidates, like legit, and it's not, and like before I even get to the one who I think should be the leader, is Captain Marvel. I think they were setting up Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and probably, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and, why am I blanking on the Black Panther? T'Challa Black Panther. It feels like they were setting those characters up. Like, if Marvel had complete control of Spider-Man, it feels like, for sure, Spider-Man would be the leader of the Avengers. You know, even at his young age, because he's so popular, he's such a big character. You know, they would definitely like their franchise to be led, their biggest franchise to be led by their biggest character. But they don't own the rights completely to Spider-Man. Also, once again, it felt like, to me, they were definitely setting up T'Challa to be the leader of the Avengers, in my opinion. Just because of how big that character was, how important that character was. But you know, with the passing of Chadwick Boseman and the introduction of a new Black Panther, it feels like that would be a little soon, because whoever is wearing the Black Panther suit, what I talked about before, whoever it isn't going to have those relationships that T'Challa had with the other Avengers members, so it just won't work. Doctor Strange has seemed like he's not even the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, which actually may lend him more time to be a part of the Avengers, since he doesn't have the responsibility of being the Sorcerer Supreme anymore. Obviously, Captain Marvel, the name, she is the, you know, sorry. It's like I'm dealing with a cough still. So weird. Comes and it goes. But she is she is the namesake of the entire Marvel brand, Captain Marvel. You know, had a big movie, has another big movie coming out. You know, so, you know, it could be her. You know, there's a lot of controversy around her, though it's nothing of her real own fault. And she is definitely probably, at this moment, the most powerful player on the board. I'd probably say, like, Wanda was the most powerful player on the board, but Captain Marvel's probably now the most powerful player on the board, probably. So, but she spends so much time in space. You know, some of my opinions on this may change after, you know, because, I mean, we got until 2025 till this movie comes out. So, you know, after about a year or two, my opinion might change drastically once I see the Marvels. Once I've seen the Marvels, my opinion on that might drastically change. Once I've seen Black Panther, my opinion might change. But as of right now, I'm not sure any of these characters are in a position to be the leader. Obviously, you got Wong, which, you know, cool that John Campea actually brought this up, and it never even crossed my mind that Wong is like the connective tissue character in this new phase. He's been in so many different projects. I mean, Benedict Wong, actually, aka Wong from Doctor Strange's Wong, has been in, let me think, he's been in Shang-Chi, obviously Doctor Strange 2. He was in What If, but you know, it's a What If version of Wong. He's gonna be in, you know, he was in Shang-Chi, and he's gonna be in goddamn She-Hulk. So he's been in more projects than anyone else already. And he's the current reigning Sorcerer Supreme. And it doesn't seem like Strange is gonna push him for it. But the thing about Wong is, I do think Wong is replacing Coulson, and Wong's gonna die. I'm just telling you guys right now, prepare, because everyone loves Wong. I love Wong. I absolutely adore Wong. I love the actor Benedict Wong. I love the character of Wong. He is awesome. He's gonna die. Like, just let you guys know, Wong is gonna die. And probably in the first movie, he's gonna be like the the big death of the first Avenger of Kang Dynasty is gonna be Wong. It's what's gonna happen. And like I feel it because he's the connective tissue. He's this character that we all like. So like, and it's like, okay, we all like this guy. And it's like, oh man, Wong is probably gonna die. So then you start getting to like the character who I feel like, now I will say too, we gotta look at the OG Avengers. Thor is right now, taking care of a little girl. And he hasn't been on Earth he was just on Earth. I'm about to say he hasn't been on Earth in God knows how long, but, he doesn't seem like he's really worried about being in the Avengers, though I'm sure he'll come back to be a member of the Avengers. Obviously, Clint Barton, he wants to just retire and spend time with his kids. Though, honestly, Clint wouldn't be that bad. And in comics, Hawkeye has led, Avengers teams. And he's a really good planner. He's a really good thinker. He sees good from a distance. There is a version of this. I'm not gonna lie to you. There is a reality, because even in the in-game world, and in in-game, at a certain point, it kind of has become clear that Black Widow became the de facto leader of what was left of the Avengers when the blip happened. So like, there's precedence for a regular human hero to become the leader of the Avengers. And Hawkeye's an OG member. He's got the seniority going his way. Obviously he'd be one of the people who could probably talk Bruce or Thor into coming back. So like there is a reality where Clint Barton is the leader of the Avengers, the one, actually planning and delivering the playbook. He's the one quarterbacking the Avengers, similar to how Cap always, because people think that, like, yes, the Avengers were two leaders. It was Tony and it was Steve, but they led the event. They led two different parts. They kind of led the event. They kind of like did different things as leaders of the Avengers, whereas Tony provided the tech and the money and he provided the tech and the money. Steve was the quarterback. He was like, let's just put it this way. Steve was the actual leader of the Avengers. Like, I know some people say, oh, it was Steve and Tony. No, it wasn't. It was Steve. He was the one quarterbacking it. Tony even calls him boss in the movie, in Age of Ultron. So, Steve is one quarterbacking. And I can't think of anyone else who could, now, he's not my choice, but I can see a reality where Hawkeye is quarterbacking the Avengers. He's got seniority. He's obviously a very clever guy. He's a very smart guy. And I can see him being the quarterback of the Avengers. But my choice by far, and the one who I think should be, and the one who I think could do it because of his skill sets that were shown throughout the course of the MCU, is obviously Sam Wilson's Captain America. I think Sam Wilson's Captain America is the perfect leader, the perfect choice to fill those shoes. It's kind of surprised me how there's a piece of dialogue in the MCU that's kind of gone over a lot of people's heads, but it never went over mine. Is how in every movie, it's particularly in Winter Soldier, how he always said, I do what he does, just slower. When Sam would say that about Steve. And it's like, no, really, I do what he does, but slower. And there was always this potential for him to be, as a leader, as a hero, as good as Steve, just he's not going to be able to do it like Steve. And Sam is as a counselor of grieving, of war vets, as a man who's always trying to, find a peaceful resolution to situations. Honestly, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, to me, far and above, did such an amazing job of not only showing that Sam deserves to be Captain America and showing that he has the qualities and the heart to be Captain America, but that he is very good at handling people, at de-escalating things. Hell, there's an argument to be made that he might have ended the show early if John Walker wasn't there. So, like, Sam is so good at that. He's so good at de-escalating. He's so good at talking people down. He's so good at these things, and he's so inspirational. He's already got his speech game on fire. So, to me, by the time Falcon and the Winter Soldier wrapped up, I started sitting back and thinking about it going, well, Sam Wilson has to be Captain America. Now, there might be a little pushback, but I feel like everyone would accept that. I feel like the OGs would accept that. Everyone knows that Steve gave him the shield. Everyone knows what he did with it. So, I do feel like the OGs would accept that. Obviously, some of the other members would maybe accept that. And it would be just amazing as, I don't want to get into the weed here, but as to see a black man as the leader of the Avengers. By the way, maybe what would have happened if Chadwick Boseman hadn't passed. T'Challa might have been the leader of the Avengers, so maybe it still would have happened. But to see a black man, it's already a big deal to see a black man in the position of Captain America. But then that black man also become the leader of the Avengers. It's why it makes me so excited about the New World, Captain America New World Order movie that's coming out. Even though we have no information on that movie, I'm so excited about it because I can't wait to see him, in his new role as Captain America. What he's gonna overcome. Now that's not true. I remember when the announcement came out that he would, the writer the writer and director were playing coy about, maybe. They were like, well, if there was a Captain America 4 movie with Sam Wilson in it, it would be about him having to overcome the fact that he doesn't have superpowers. So clearly, what's gonna happen in this movie is it's gonna be some Iron Man 3 style shit where his lack of superpowers is going to be pushed to its limit, and he's going to have to overcome those things. I always thought that was kind of cool that Sam didn't have superpowers, that he's like, I'm just using this tech and I'm a badass. Like, it's not even like Iron Man, because Iron Man was like, Tony was just his tech. Tony couldn't fight, but Sam can fight. His tech is like, the tech like enhances his already badass abilities. And I just love that. I love what he was doing with the wings in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, I had never seen him use his wings so combatively like that before. It was so dynamic. I can't wait to see more of that in the movie. But yeah, for my money, Sam Wilson, Captain America, is the surefire runner to be the leader of the new Avengers. Now, also, obviously, you got the Hulk, but I think he doesn't really want to be involved in that stuff. Like I said, you got the Hawkeye. There's like I say, there's a lot. Right now, it's hard to really judge because there's still so many movies that are gonna come out before that movie even happens. So by the time Avengers Kang Dynasty comes around, who knows what I'll be thinking? Maybe I'll be thinking someone else should be the leader. Maybe I'll be thinking Adam Warlock should be the leader. I don't know. But all I know is, as of today, right now, Sam Wilson is my guy. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Guy Move Show. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Who do you think should be the leader of the Avengers? Any character in the current MCU who's still alive, pick them, throw them below. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Guy Move Show again. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.